Our topic is about Internet telephony. Internet telephony is a powerful and economical communication option by combination of the telephone network and the data network. It uses internet to send audio between two or more computer users in the real time. So the user can converge vocal technology. The first internet telephony software product introduced in early 1995. It is probably the most significant shift in the entire history of modern communication since the invention of telephone. The minimum requirement for it is a Pentium processor-based PC, Microsoft Windows 95 or newly operating system, a properly configured sound card, and a pair of speaker and microphone. Siyempre, a stable internet connection at least 28.2 kbps and TCI IP connectivity or the LAN card. The internet protocol for internet telephony are IP packets are forwarded across the network by the router. IP router do best effort routing. Voice signal can be prioritized using priority line. Real-time transport protocol and real-time transport control protocol keep endpoint informed of transmission quality. Call setup is done using session initiation protocol or something similar. The PSTN or the Public Switch Telephone Network, a synonym for traditional circuit switch telephone network offered by the public telecommunication operators, as well as the Integrated Service Digital Network and the Public Land Mobile Network. There are generations of internet telephony. Number 1 generation, introduced to enable voice conversation using the telephone software-equipped computer. Second, it overcome the difficulties with PSTN interfaces protocol and mapping IP address. And the last generation is the internet telephony start to receive serious attention. This gateway provides a two-way interface between PSTN and internet. Public switch telephone network versus internet telephony. The public switch telephone network uses circuit switch telephony between 2 points for the duration of the call. In contrast, VoIP or Voice Internet Protocol uses packet switch telephony. The IP telephony architecture. IP telephony replaced traditional phone with IP phones and uses the Cisco Unified Communication Manager as several for call, control, and signaling in places of PBX. The IP phone itself performs voice-to-IP conversion, and voice-enabled router are not required within the enterprise network.
For continuation, I will begin with a major VoIP protocol, so let's start with the ZIP. Let's start with the Session Initiation Protocol, signaling and controlling for communications. Voice and a video over IP network. And establish and terminates communications. Does not carry voice. The ZIP ports. A plain text uses TCP/UDP port 5060. TLS uses TCP/UDP port 5061. CIP packet structure similar to HTTP, marked with uniform resource identifier. For example, we have the username, password at host port. CIP deployment. And devices that uses SIP are called user agents. Proxy acts as both client and a server. Proxy accept requests and forward to endpoints. Zip between UA and a proxy. And zip between gateways. Gateway is the device used to connect to other resources. H323 is a signaling and control. TCP, UDP port 1718 to 1720, originally for teleconferencing. The H323 frequently acts as a gateway for VoIP services. The third one is the Media Gateway Control Protocol. It is a plain text signaling and control, a gateway to PSTN, and a little intelligence in gateways. TCP used the 2428 port and UDP used 2427 port. Real-time transfer protocol is a transverse voice. Carries voice from many control protocols and sends stats to all participants through control protocol. Real-time transfer protocol is what we call RFC 3550 in 2003. Error concealment algorithm allows RTP to sustain some packet loss without users noticing. RTP delivery. UDP ports is 16384 to 32767. RTP ports are even numbers. Real-time control protocol ports are odd. And profile types specifies audio codec. Examples are G711, G723, and G726. Zip deployment. Small environments are hosted. So it is merely for small environments. A mid-sized organization may host a single server. Enterprise clients own and manage multiple servers. There are three types of internet telephony. The first one is the ATA, the second one is the IP phones, and the third one is the PC to PC. Okay. ATA is the most common method. Analog telephone adapter is an analog to digital converter. So it enables you to connect a standard phone to a computer or internet connections. The second one is the IP phones. It is similar to normal phones but have an RJ45 or the internet connection instead of the standard RJ11 connections. It contains all the hardware and software, connects directly to a router. Offices configured with all IP phones are said to have an IP private branch exchange or the PBX setup. The third one is the PC to PC. Obtain free or a very low-cost software from companies. Sender and receiver need equipment. Need the software, the internet connections, preferably high speed, and microphones, speakers, and a sound card. A lower cost once equipment is purchased. Advantages of internet telephony. The first one is in VoIP mechanism, you can talk all the time with every person you want. Exchange audio data with people and also simultaneously sending images, graphics, and videos. Point to multipoint voice. Data conferencing, application sharing, and long-distance telephone savings. But aside from the advantages, we also have some disadvantages. The first one is the firewall, the second one is the UDP, then the security, and the last one is the reliability. For conclusion, in internet telephony, it is a cheaper alternative to the conventional phone services. It is easy to implement and maintain. VoIP will likely grow in terms of popularity but may not replace the standard phone services. Companies will come out with new communication services with extensive features at competitive prices. Convergences of all communication traffics onto a packet network. So we have this future scope. New communication services, teleconferencing, video conferencing, and Platronics headset and specs. CN brochure.
Improve customer satisfaction, increase productivity, save money. It's not very often businesses have the opportunity to do all three at once. But that's exactly what a modern phone system can do for your business. With VoIP, or Voice over Internet Protocol, voice information is sent digitally using the same networks that you already use for the Internet. In bypassing conventional phone lines, basic call costs are vastly reduced, often by as much as 40% for regular calls, and even more for international calls. You can also reduce the number of physical lines needed, as each employee can have their own virtual extension. These can be reached on any connected devices, from office desk phones to smartphones, so all of you can be kept in the loop no matter where you are. There's no more reliance on bulky hardware units. Now the phone system is managed by your service provider and hosted in the cloud. It's delivered to your business as an ongoing service on a no-tie-in, rolling month-to-month contract, meaning you're never caught out with unexpected charges. These days, even the smallest businesses can afford to use state-of-the-art office communication features. Useful features include auto attendance, automatic call transfer and call forwarding, voicemail to email transcriptions. All of these make your office communications faster and more flexible than ever before. You can keep firmly in control of these services using a simple on-screen dashboard accessible from anywhere with your PC or mobile device. You can quickly add users or features and see detailed usage reports to help you save even more. Cloud phone systems are reliable and secure, with providers employing dedicated teams to ensure excellent and uninterrupted service. Your new system can be set up in hours, and you can keep your existing numbers or add new ones. It's up to you. Expert Market lets you compare prices from several different providers. Simply fill in the form to get free quotes now.
This is our report in internet telephony. My name is Christina Cabonitalla and my partner is Flordeliza Abrigonda. Thank you for watching.
Fill in the